Hi guys, Jeff Clark, Sources Apprentice. As promised, this is my first in the series of the Zero Profit Pile Challenge videos. If you missed my kickoff, I have decided to issue this challenge to myself to go through my profit piles and list them. Profit piles, formerly called death piles, but they're actually piles of profits sitting around. What that is like you go sourcing, you get a whole bunch of stuff, you list a little bit of it, and the rest of it just sits there for months, sometimes years, and I have years worth of profit piles all around here. So I'm determined to, instead of going sourcing and adding to my piles, actually going through them and listing them. That'll be good for me financially, and it'll be good for you because we're going to do a different series of videos. You guys, I know you enjoy my sourcing videos and I enjoy making them for you, but instead of sourcing videos, I'm going to be doing some listing videos to show you how I list some of the stuff that I do. Okay, so today from my profit pile, I am listing cassettes. Now you guys know I am the vinyl record guy. Well, cassettes are really popular too. They're making a huge comeback now, and several of them genres and artists sell really well. So when I buy cassettes at state sales, garage sales, auctions, whatever, I usually buy them in cases like this, and I'll just buy the whole case, okay? Now, honestly, the cases themselves sell really well on eBay, especially like this one is branded, okay, and it's got it's made out of denim. It's really nice construction, good stitching. I mean, that's a really nice case. That'll go for some good money. This one is pretty beat up. I don't think I'll try to sell this one. I think instead I'll just list the tapes out of it. And you know, that's another thing. If you don't want to go through and list the tapes one by one, you can just sell the cases full of tapes. That will help to sell it. This is a case that I've already emptied. I've already gone through and listed the tapes in it. This is really nice construction. Solid handle and clasp. Look at that. Faux leather. Got velvet, interior. Really solid construction, even though it's not branded. That is a very nice case. That'll bring me 20-25 bucks, even if it's empty. But I do like to fill up the cases when I offer them for sale. So let me show you one reason why I really like to go through the tapes one by one. Now, my first choice, just like with records, my first choice is Amazon FBA, and then if it doesn't look like that's going to be a good option, then I'll look them up maybe on eBay or Discogs. But this one right here, you can see there's some junk in here. These homemade tapes, those will go straight to the trash. There's some Music Club tapes. Those aren't any good. But there's some titles here that it could be good. Randy Travis, Footloose soundtrack, that kind of stuff. Okay, this one caught my eye. Michael Jackson, Thriller. I have sold this record so many times, I thought, well, surely the cassette's going to be a good one to sell, right? Well, let's look it up. So here is the best listing. The rank is 480,000 in music, which doesn't sound that great, but there's no current copies available. It has rank and no sellers. That's my favorite scenario. Here is the Keepograph. It hasn't been available for a while, but when it was available, it was selling for 20 bucks. So, you know what? I'm going to list it for 25, 30 bucks, and that will be a really good sale for me. So that's one reason why I like to go through the tapes one at a time, is to find gems like that. Here's a few titles that I'm selling FBA. You can tell I like to bag them. I've got Bad English, Huey Lewis, Lionel Richie, Dina Carter, Dire Straits, Henry Lee Summer. Pretty, reasonably common artists. Then more the eclectic artists, those are the ones that I'm going to sell on eBay or Discogs. This is Larry Norman. I've been a fan of him since I was a teenager. Grandfather of Christian rock. Very eclectic. This is the Flashpoint soundtrack, and the artist is Tangerine Dream. I have loved Tangerine Dream since I was a teenager. They're an electronic group. Really cool sounds. Now, if I'm selling tapes FBA, I just play like a little bit of it, make sure that it's not gonna break or anything, and then I rewind it and call it good. But if I'm selling tapes on eBay, and especially Discogs, I like to play through them the whole way. And I don't just sit and listen to the tape and do nothing else. I like to play the tapes while I'm working. So guess what? That's Tangerine Dream right there. Pretty cool, huh? And I can listen to that while I'm working and do two things at once. And then I can tell people on the listing that it has been fully play tested and it sounds great, which it really does. This one is a compilation of garage bands from Michigan. Now, some of these names you're going to know. Bob Seger, Ted Nugent, Mitch Ryder, The Stooges, but there's some oddballs in there too. Torn Flesh, this is another one. Isn't that a great name? That's a Christian death metal group. Seriously, I can't wait to listen to that one. That sounds really cool. So, let me show you a little bit about Discogs here. This is Torn Flesh, Crooks of the Mosh on Discogs. Now, Discogs has some cool features. They have a little have, want here. Have is people that have it in their collection. Want is people that are looking for it for their collection. And they show you the whole sales history right here, okay? Lowest it's ever sold for was $10. The last date sold. And you can even, you know, look up the specific history by clicking on this. You know, it'll show you. Well, let me just click on it. I'll just show you. Okay, view more sales history. No, I'm not a robot. All right, let's go. Okay, and it shows you like the details of each sale. Okay, what condition it was in, what it sold for, and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool, huh? So now we can look at the competition. Let's look at current others for sale. $10 plus $3.50 shipping, and that's in very good plus condition, you know. And so you know, if ours is in very good plus, we know we can list it for about that much. So that's kind of cool. I like the way that that Discogs does that. Now let me show you. Well, first of all, let me show you these over here. This pile is rejected cassettes, all right? They don't look good on FBA. They don't look good on eBay or Discogs, so I've pushed them to the side. Well, why am I keeping them? Well, for number one, I can use them to fill up cases. You know, if this case gets empty and I want to sell the case, I've got a bunch of tapes here I can throw in and say, hey, you get a bunch of random, you know, 80s cassettes here, and that'll help sell it. But another reason is, and I'll show you this here too. On this Torn Flesh, you can see the case is a little cracked, right? Well, I really would rather not sell it with a cracked case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab from my pile over here and find a case that looks pretty similar to Torn Flesh. Okay, well that one looks kind of similar. Let's pull it out and see what we've got. All right, so Torn Flesh I want to keep. Pull that out, but the case is cracked, and this tape is really not sellable, not worth selling. So I can actually put that back in the cracked case and use it to fill up, you know, one of these. But let's try putting this in here and see how it looks. Okay, well, looks like it's meant to go in there, doesn't it? And now there's no cracks, and now I can say the case is in very good condition rather than trying to sell one that has a cracked case, right? Okay, guys, well, I hope you have... one more thing I want to show you. Okay, here's another cool one. On Her Majesty's Secret Service soundtrack cassette. Now, On Her Majesty's Secret Service is... it's an old Bond film, okay? And I found this on Discogs. Okay, check this out. Look at this have-want ratio. 12 people want it. Only 4 have it in their collection. I only see one sale from 2019, and guess what? There are no copies for sale right now. Remember what I said about Michael Jackson? There's demand and no supply, right? The cassette is here. It has rank, which means it's sold. There's no supply currently. Well, guess what? On Her Majesty's Secret Service cassette is the exact same way. There's demand here. People want it, and no one is selling it, so I get to be the only supply. So I'm not going to list it at 14 bucks. It's going to go up to about 20. All right? All right. Well, I hope that is helpful for you guys, and I hope you're going to enjoy these zero profit pile videos as much as you do my sourcing videos. Leave me some comments and let me know what you think, and hit me up with any questions you have about selling cassettes.